So today we take a little bit of a detour. My wife and I are reading through the chronological Bible, and when something just slaps me in the face, I got to bring it to you. And last night we're reading through Psalm 50, and it just hit me. I was like, wow. In Psalm 50, verses 9 through 15, the Bible talks about sacrifice in Israel, and God is talking to the Israelites, and He says, you guys sacrifice all this stuff. Do you think I'm hungry? Do you think I want some food? I wouldn't tell you if I was hungry. I'd go get something because the world is all mine. But God says what I want is I want you to be thankful. Actually, the NIV says I want you to sacrifice thank offerings. And so what God is saying is, I want you to be thankful. I want your heart. Because you can do all these sacrifices and not give your heart to God. You can do all this service. Israelites could sacrifice the animals until a river of blood was running, and yet their heart would not be close to God. And God says, I want your heart. I'm not interested in your sacrifice. And you know what He says? The same thing to us today. He says, I want your heart. Sacrifice thank offerings, fulfill your vows, and then pray to me for deliverance, and I will deliver you. The prayer of deliverance, the promise of deliverance, is conditional on us being thankful and fulfilling our vows, doing what we told God we would do. So let's talk about being thankful for just a second. I want to cover a couple things. How thankful are we on a regular basis, and I mean daily basis, for what God has provided for us? You ever thank God for the roads that we have? Well, it's kind of simple. I don't thank God for the interstate. People cut me off all the time in traffic. No, think about this. 150 years ago, you rode around in a wagon, bumpity road, and there were no shock absorbers or Goodyear tires to make that ride smooth. 150 years ago, you didn't have lights and electricity. You didn't have smartphones. Matter of fact, 10 years ago, you didn't have smartphones. Do we ever thank God for how easy He has made our lives? You ever thank God for what He has done? God wants our heart. When we're thankful, then we worship Him because we know that we don't deserve anything, and everything we have is because of Him. Challenge for you today. Set aside some time. And how many things can you find in your life that you take for granted that you need to thank God for? God wants our heart. He gets our heart through us being thankful. Want to read the whole devotional? Go to the link at the bottom of the page. We'll see you tomorrow.